What? We going live?
Why you messing with stuff? Huh? That's my job. Anyway. MYECOMICS is the best. I guess you know why. To me, my X-Men.
Yes.
If y'all don't know, if you haven't read the thumbnail, if you haven't been paying attention,
why he look like Julie LaForge from Star Trek?
But to me, it's the same dude. No, I had to get my stuff. Anyway, welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It's My Comics busting through your speakers. I am Frankie J. And the bottom we got Real Revelation, and over here.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
We got this guy here. Go ahead and say something, man. Say something.
You got the Midnight Assassin. You got the Midnight Assassin. He's here. He's here for the chaos. He's bringing it. That's right. Everything you say tonight is wrong. It's wrong.
To me, my X-Men.
To me.
It don't do it no more. Remember, you used to do it?
Yeah, anyway. Come up. I don't know who was doing that.
I don't know. So I guess the AI gone. Anyway, so I didn't know what you wanted us to get into, Real Revelation, with this Mutant Saga, what you wanted to talk about. I mean, I'm sitting here like, so what's up? What you want to talk about?
I'm thinking of the stories that they could incorporate in the saga. Like when they bring the live action, what stories could they pull from? You know what I mean? And what would be good to see on screen. For example, like we got in the X-Men 97, we got to see somewhat of the trial of Magneto. For one. Oh, speaking of that, because one thing I think that will be a good way, like when people, I know they'll probably do it with the whole multiverse thing, like reset things, but in X-Men 97, when Forge and Storm, when they were battling the adversary in the comics, from what I remember, like something happened and there was some other entity that ended up bringing like the mutants, a lot of the mutants ended up dying or something. An entity brought them back, but made it that they couldn't be detected by others. Like you had to at least like see them face to face to know that they were there. And that could be a good, you know, if they did something like that for why they weren't, like what like where they been this whole time. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna call on my Crash Bandicoot guy to help me out. Boogle Bob. Boogle Bob. All right. I'm with you, and you're correct. As I was thinking about it this week, what storylines could they adapt that we haven't done before? It's always that problem of which one are they going to truly be able to bring to the big screen and the fans be able to accept. And so we got Age of Apocalypse a couple times. Then we got, the one with Magneto, with, like you said, the trial. But then there's some other ones. The Dark Phoenix, we got that. And me and Midnight Assassin, because he was pissing me off a couple of days ago about this show stuff. So I had to call him, to confirm when the show gonna be. And then, of course, we got into. I got to sound like Denzel Washington from Training Day. Let's not talk about speculation. Let's talk about what we can prove. You know what I'm saying? You want to go home, or you want to go to jail? So there are a couple things that's happening in the MCU of where they can bring the mutants in. We discussed a couple, and one of them was for me was at the end of the Marvels, Monica Rambeau got transferred into Beast office. Right. That was one way. Another way was, remember they alluded to in the Miss Marvel series that she had an X gene, a mutant gene.
Yeah.
Right.
You talking about Kamala, right?
Right. Kamala, Miss
Yeah.
Marvel. Right. Then Midnight Assassin, he had a couple. I'm gonna let him get into his, but those right there is some of the hints. Like mutants are already there. And plus, if we got the Eternals in this current universe, that means if the storylines are true, mutants are an offset of the Eternals. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, that when you bring that
got
up,
one more.
that's something, that's a storyline I would like to see, is the X, the AXE Avengers. Right. Yeah.
But I got
nice.
I got two more. I got two more. Two. One of them is when Scarlet Witch. Let's just go ahead and bring her back. Let's go ahead and let her keep tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
She do something where she mad and she want to bring her kids in, but she mess around and unlock mutant genes. You know what I'm saying? Like Scarlet Witch just unleashed that because she has the potential to do it. And then one more was that I thought they was gonna do, but they didn't do, when Hulk and Endgame brought everybody back. At that time, he unleashed the X gene or the X energy or whatever, and that brought forth the mergers of mutants. You know what I'm saying, in the MCU, and and then we just go from there. But the problem that we're having right now, and I would be wrong if I didn't say this on air, certain storylines currently right now we cannot run, and they get props. We cannot run certain things right now, and
like
it's
what?
It's gonna get shot down. Anything dealing with civil rights. Anything dealing with that, listen, that's shot down. That's gone. As much as we wanted mutant rights and civil rights in the same movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, so I would like to see maybe House of X, Inferno, where demonic forces take over New York, and they got to bring in the X-Men, just come out of nowhere and start helping out the Avengers. But then the other point is too, with the Avengers, who do we have as Avengers now?
Nobody. You got Cap. You still got Captain Marvel, kinda.
No, we got a new Captain America. It used to be Falcon.
Yeah, that's what he's getting at. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got Captain Marvel. We got Thor. We got Hulk. We got Hawkeye. He's still around.
Yeah, but Kate Bishop. Oh, yeah, they'll probably end up bringing in the Young Avengers.
Right, and there go the problem. That's the other problem. Listen, I've been you. I know you've been on there, Real Revelation. I know you've been on the net. Nobody wants to see the Young Avengers.
That's what it be seeming like. But I did watch this one guy. He be doing these little pitches, like he's pitching a movie to Kevin Feige, and he laid out a pitch for Young Avengers that I'm like, I wasn't really interested in Young Avengers, but the way he pitched it, I was like, that's something I would want to see. If they did it the way he laid it out, or just somewhat similar. Because they already started it with first Miss Marvel going out to Kate Bishop, and I'm pretty sure she would probably hit up what's his name? You know, the OG black Captain America's grandson.
Patriot.
Yeah.
Patriot.
He's gonna come in. He's probably going. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna show up in Brave New World. Is that that's that new Captain America movie?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna show up in that. since they already have an incident with his grandpa. So
Well, actually, they got some storylines that's leading up to Captain America Brave New World. So in here, they're celebrating. So they got all this. This is where the picture come from when you see all the black people in there. So it started off with Sam Wilson, the new Captain America, fighting some vampires in New York, and then he asked Cap to come with him, and then they invited Cap to the black barbecue. All right, and in the black barbecue, right? It's not a black barbecue, but it's a celebration of Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Old Captain America. And so they was talking about all the stuff that he had been through. And then they talk Falcon, because they talk about the birds in here. They got him with the new suit on and all that kind of stuff. And then they talk about the birds like tripping. And then next thing you know, he take off and it's Captain America versus Red Hulk. So waiting for that storyline to come out and see what it goes, to see if I can get an answer. But they got Isaiah Thomas, not Isaiah Thomas. What's the dude's name?
What dude?
The old Captain America.
I thought his name was Thomas.
I think so.
Isaiah Bradley. Wait.
Isaiah Bradley, and then they mention Isaiah Bradley because we forget that Isaiah Bradley, and Isaiah Bradley's son and Patriot's daddy is Josiah, the other Captain Black of the Captain America. Like, totally forgot about him. And it's all right here in this book, because I went to the comic book shop this weekend. I was like, I'm gonna find what they're talking about. But again, I think as the MCU has been doing, they're gonna give us an Easter egg into the mutants. If it's not in Captain America, it's gonna be in Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Or it may be in Daredevil.
I heard a rumor that that's how we're gonna get introduced to adamantium. That supposedly that's what the Celestial that was being born. What was his name? Tiamat.
Yeah, Tiamat. Who made
that what she changed him into is I've heard that they're going to try to turn that into that's adamantium, and everybody's going to be rushing to get that metal, figuring, hey, we can't get vibranium, so everybody is supposed to be like a battle for that, like who can take control of it, you know. But I'm not sure if that's just the rumor I was hearing.
No, that's what they fighting over. That's what.
Okay.
I think that's in the trailer, and that's what they fighting over. So there's one movie over. That's one movie over that. That's Captain America, and the forces are fighting for that. And then I think Captain America, if I'm wrong, I think Captain America is what lead us into old girl forming the Thunderbolts to fight certain battles, kind of like the Suicide Squad of the MCU. So
yeah.
So I think somewhere in there they're going to introduce it, but I think the situations that we run into is how we're going to introduce it. And better yet, are we going to get the Mutant Saga before we get the Doctor Doomsday movie and Batgirl? Because if we not, then I don't.
No, because that's a part of the multiverse saga. You know what I mean? Like first it was the Infinity Saga, now we're in the multiverse saga, and when that ends, then they're supposed to be bringing us into the Mutant Saga, which also makes me hope they do the House of X, because if you're talking about going through time, because they could do some wonders with Sins of Sinister. What they need to do though is somehow try to adapt, like build up to the Storm, like the Storm comic that's out now. Ooh, I know the most recent one, I believe Storm dies.
Oh.
And then Eternal goes to her and says, "To me, my eternal storm."
Oh.
Yeah. So
she's
she's gonna be beyond Omega level now.
Oh wow.
Well, that's what I'm assuming. I gotta wait for the next one to come out.
But look, you gonna keep up with that, right, dog? Right? You gonna keep up right there. We're gonna go ahead and let you handle that one, because you know this one I'm at over here. I'm over here with this dude right here.
Oh, is that the ultimate? Yeah, Ultimate Wolverine.
Listen,
Or-
this new design is banging. But
Yeah.
again, he been mind controlled. So
he's the Winter Soldier.
Right. So I'm amped to see how they do this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't need to see another Days of Future Past. We don't need to see another Age of Apocalypse. We got too many storylines that they can play around with.
Yeah.
We don't need to see the Dark Phoenix saga anymore. We don't need to see none of them right there. But they don't rope them into the ground. There are plenty of other storylines that we can go into. I mean,
we should get the Avengers versus X-Men that leads up to the Phoenix 5.
No, listen. They could do one like they brought Sentry, how they brought Sentry into the world. They had Sentry. Was it Professor X? Remember with Sentry, like nobody knew about the Sentry because back in the day, is it Professor X? Erased everybody's memories of the Sentry because the void had happened, and I think that's the storyline.
I can't remember who did it.
Yeah, but they erased the whole world's memories of the Sentry and then buried this dude in the raft that Super Max prison for super criminals. So then when was it Sabretooth broke in there? Whoever broke into the raft, Sentry had to come through and save everybody, and that's how we got the emergence of the Sentry. And then they went back and told his storyline. So what if Professor Xavier has been in the background the whole time, like knowing the true story of the mutants? Like, yeah, something happened in the 1940s, 1950s, and we had to erase everybody's memories of the mutants. And then boom, come back on the screen. I don't know. That's far reaching, but I mean that's the story of the Century, and that's the story of kind of Blue Marvel.
I think they're going to end up just rebooting with the Doctor Doom. You know,
that's a long time away. I might not be
a long time away before they start. Yeah, by the time they start the Mutant Saga, I think we'll probably get at least another season of X-Men 97, and that might set it up.
Be on my deathbed, Midnight Assassin.
Yeah.
You need some help?
Bring a DVD to my grave when they put it out. Just put it next to me.
Them don't exist no more. Too bad.
I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Put some respect on my name.
You already know what it is.
Put some respect on my name.
It's
Put some respect on my name.
Easy.
Put some respect on my name.
Streaming on my deathbed. Anyway, man, because I really want to see that. I ain't lie. But they got to wait too long. What was it? We're not getting X-Men 97 until 2026.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Yeah, but in place of X-Men 97, we're getting Spider-Man and something else.
Wait, is it Spider-Verse Spider-Man?
No, we're getting Amazing Spider-Man, the regular one, the one from growing up. So we got Invincible, we got Daredevil, we got Captain America, New World Order, and something else coming out like February and March.
One Punch Man?
I don't know about that. But it's gonna be interesting. Anyways, let me
got Peacemaker?
Peacemaker? Nobody want no Peacemaker.
Hold on, man. Like,
what do you mean?
Hey, I'm sorry, man. We don't need that type of negativity on this show. We had to kick him out, man. Like that's
no.
You gotta see Peacemaker.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Come on, man. How you haven't seen Peacemaker yet?
No.
He don't want to give it a chance, man. I
No.
don't know what's wrong with him. He just
No.
It got comedy. Well,
No.
yeah, it's funny as hell.
oh,
I
it's
think.
super
No.
funny, man. It's a whole
Yeah.
lot going on, but this dude, something wrong with him. I don't get it, but you get it. He don't get it.
That's a part of the DCU.
Right.
Black
I mean,
Panther.
they had like Henry Cavill. They had him Superman show up in Peacemaker. Like,
look what they did to him. And look what they did to him. And look what they did to him. He ain't a part of it no more.
Justice League. Before they went in to revamp it, it's like the whole Justice League showed up at the end, all CGI like. But this dude over here,
Booglebaugh.
what his problem is.
Because I'm telling you, but when Flag Senior meets up with Peacemaker for the first time, you know it's gonna go down. And Midnight, you understand, you know that it's gonna be hard for Flag Senior to want to hear that, oh, I've changed, or I see what I did, like, you know, or try to explain or justify himself in any way, you know.
Does he know though? Does he even know?
What do you mean? Does he know who killed his son?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Amanda told him.
Yeah, you know.
I would not doubt that she told him.
I don't know, man. It's like why? How come he's not going after Peacemaker then?
Good question.
It's like
that's why I say when
he'll break protocol. He'll break protocol to go save a princess, but he's not avenging his son. Like, what's going on?
Maybe
well, the princess did put it on him, so
I mean, she did. She did a great job. Like, I was like, yo, like me next.
Man.
But yeah,
so, I got some questions.
We need that Peacemaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
You ain't gonna watch it, man. You over here talking.
I'm telling you.
You watch that, I will watch.
Hey, listen, we ain't talking about DC.
It
we
got
talking about the
MCU. Evolutionary.
If he watched that, I will watch something else.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Hey, so check this out. Remember what you said? No, remember you said in WandaVision, when we brought in when she brought back what we thought was her brother, they alluded to Magneto being their dad.
Yeah, that's what I felt like when because like she brought back Quicksilver, and it was the Fox version of Quicksilver. And remember the Fox version of Quicksilver, he alluded to the fact that Magneto was his dad because he was always looking for Magneto and stuff, and he looked for Magneto like in the Age of Apocalypse. He's reaching out for Magneto. Like it was known that like Magneto was Quicksilver's dad. Quicksilver had a sister who was Scarlet Witch. Well, I mean now like when we see WandaVision, she brings back Quicksilver. But instead of bringing back like Pietro from like MCU, she brings back Quicksilver from Fox, which makes me allude to like or believe that hey, it's somehow they're putting a connection that Magneto is also Scarlet Witch's father, and who knows like she's been changing realities, doing all this other mixing and stuff. So who knows? She could be bringing the mutants back, or she could have just erased everybody's mind and had them other people as the fake parents. Like it's so much to be going on, and she's all because the storyline of her being a mutant has been like the House of M, like that's been far before like MCU and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
they could easily be like, oh yeah, this whole time we was always in WandaVision, and now she's giving us our memories back. Thanos wasn't even real.
They could retroactively. They could even do the whole like she had did a No More Mutants point,
yeah,
and then we see like get a flashback stuff,
yeah,
and then back to normal, but if they went that route, I would love to see the Mutant Messiah,
right?
Bishop.
I was gonna say this. I know with all the powers in the MCU, the new powers that emerged, all of them had something to do with the Mind Stone. Most not the Mind Stones, but the Infinity Stones. So most of the powers on Earth had to do something with the Infinity Stones, except for like Hulk. But then like not and Miss Marvel, she got her powers from the Bengals. But then you got
But
Quicksilver.
but the Bengals, oh, because if you notice, every time like certain abilities and powers are used, you see the color that matches it will match the stone that
Right,
it's yeah. Like
right,
Wanda's chaos is the same as the reality gem or the reality quote unquote stone.
right. So that's what I was gonna get at. Like, how are they? Are they
It's a
gonna
time
relate?
stone,
Yeah. Are they
man.
gonna are they gonna relate?
Loki.
Are they gonna relate the mutants to one of the stones? I mean, because that's
Ooh.
be
Yeah, Loki, the
right.
time
Loki,
stone.
right.
Man, I never thought about that.
Where you been at this whole time? He said every time he on here,
Man, but he said it again
every
today.
time he talk, he bring up the stones and the colors.
Yeah, who is it? Someone
We don't
named
need that
MT.
negativity. We don't need that type of negativity on the show. We don't
Yeah, but there's someone named
that
MT on YouTube. Um, he had he had put a video with the theory. So I started every time I'm watching a movie, I'm seeing like what the color of the power tend to be
Oh,
when they're using their ability.
They even pointed out because he pointed out on one of the shows before. He said all the witches on Agatha
Yep.
related back to the Infinity Stones. They colors related back to the Infinity Stones, and I was
man.
like,
Yeah.
great point. So with the X-Men mutants coming into the Marvel universe, I mean the MCU, are they going to do the same thing? Like, how are we going to bring them in? Because that's what
Yeah.
like with the Eternals, we just push them off to the side because they say, hey, that was too long. Even I'm gonna be interested to say this: the 10 rings, like where did they originate? That's another one they're going to explore because not Shang-Chi got the 10 rings. We
Yeah.
know so.
And that
It's a
Bengals
lot
is one
going on.
supposed to be one of the quantum bands.
Yeah.
So yeah, they take it out into the space more. Oh, have y'all heard anything about what's coming up with Fantastic Four?
Not yet.
Because I know some people are up in arms that on the internet they getting mad and pissed off because the person casted for Silver Surfer is a woman.
Oh, they changed Silver Surfer.
Well, because they're in a different universe.
Oh.
And in the comics, there is a universe where she became now that's Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer, that's his wife. Because
Oh.
there's a universe where she went and became the Silver Surfer instead of him to save the planet. So I think they're gonna jump into that. Oh yeah, especially with the multiverse. They're gonna jump into that universe, deal with her, have to deal with a Galactus. I'm certain they would have to deal with a Galactus.
Shala Ball. Shala
But you know what
Ball.
would be tight if
That's
they
her name.
wanted to connect what if in it somewhat, and then Silver Surfer comes, tells like Reed and them like, hey, Galactus coming, and try, when he turns, because that was a moment that the Watcher, that's what in the comics, that's what set off the trial of the Watcher. Was that because then they showed him like this is what would have happened if you didn't interfere, because he ended up helping Reed, but he was like, if you wouldn't have interfered, then Reed would have developed some machine, like he would have got it just in time. He would have developed the machine and that would have led to no more world hunger. It like basically would have made Earth 10, 20 times better. But because the Watcher stepped in, it stunted our growth.
Yeah.
Plot armor.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the trial of the Watcher, like what they did in What If. But in the comics, I like that one because I always thought that was hella interesting. Like, oh, okay, so if he wouldn't have helped, then Reed would have still came up with what he needed to do, and that would have benefited the entire world.
But if they knew they could give them the answers to build a machine ahead of time.
But
plot armor.
Who clicking on that stuff? Anyways, I'm with these storylines and I respect the storylines, but I think the problem that I run into right now is you can't give me a multiverse. Because then I'm always say like, change the channel. Like, change the channel. Let's give us another change the channel to channel multiverse and show us the one about Reed. Or show us the one where Reed creates something to destroy Galactus. Because you know that led to another storyline. Who took out Galactus? Somebody took out Galactus and then realized Galactus.
I just want to tell everybody, thanks for coming in and commenting and participating in the show. And I just want y'all to come back next week, same time.
We don't know the